Pisces. How are you? Long time no check-in. Welcome to Tolda's Love Tarot. If this is your first time here, if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Pisces, it's been a hot minute. I hope you've been having a good Gemini season. I am having a very serious, I woke up like this, fresh face look for you, so we're rolling with it this morning, Pisces. I hope you're well. I hope you've been doing well. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a bunch of Pisces in your charts. Or if you're a cross watcher because you're interested in the Pisces, come on in. If this doesn't resonate, check out the other signs in your chart. If it does resonate, even if it does resonate, please go check out the other signs in your chart because there could be a message there for you, but also just viewing and then giving a like the videos, Pisces, you're helping my little YouTube baby channel as I work my way up to building this as a hustle for your girl. With that being said, if you'd like to book a personal reading, I did a video on that for some information. You can go check that out. I posted it recently. I did a reading yesterday with someone and it was good. Well, I'm not the one that was having my cards read. I mean, the message was not what she wanted to hear, but at the same time, I think it's kind of what she knew. Any donations, like, let's say you love my videos and you want to send your girl a little gift. My birthday is on Monday. You can check out my Venmo and Cash App, and I'd really appreciate it, Pisces. Thank you very much. I think that's it. Pre-message. I just kept hearing ripe for the picking. I don't know why. Ripe for the picking. Maybe someone's out there picking strawberries because it's the strawberry time of year, but it was like someone is feeling ripe for something or like ready. Because then I'm like, well, what does ripe mean? Ripe means something is ready to be consumed or used. Like maybe you're feeling ready for something. You had to ripen and now you feel ready for something. I also got not afraid to ask for help, but you won't ask just anyone for help. So it may seem like, oh, Pisces never asks for help. No, it's not that Pisces never asks for help. Pisces just isn't asking you for help. Talking about yourself also. This is specific, but talking about yourself like in a job interview, or I even thought an obituary, like creating an obituary and having to fill in details about yourself. Or even I'm hearing like a college, I'm thinking college exam, but it should be a college essay. Maybe you're having to write a college essay about yourself. All right, here we go. Take a lighter approach. You got yourself a hater. Hater. Maybe because you have a strong approach. Summer, which is what we're about to be beginning. Good blank. Good at something. Pregnant. Losing money in the red. Grumpy but caring when in love. Bad communication skills. Smokes, drinks too much. I'm hearing good job. I feel like there's someone here who either, it's like someone wants you to get pregnant or have another child or just have a baby, for their reasons, or they wanted you to have a baby for their reasons, and you're the one who's it would affect and cost, but I'm even seeing like in vitro here, someone spending a lot of money trying to get pregnant. It's like the sperm is good. It's someone needs to take a lighter approach to that. That's pretty specific, but it's like maybe two people already spent a lot of money to get pregnant. I'm also hearing like some sort of story of like two people who wanted to get pregnant, wanted to get pregnant, wanted to get pregnant, wanted to get pregnant. We're going to the doctor, spending money, and once they like relaxed and like, I hate to be graphic, but once they were having sex to enjoy sex and not doing it to try to get pregnant, they were taking the lighter approach. They were having fun in the bedroom. That's when they got pregnant. I feel like the hater could actually be you, Pisces. I don't know who you're hating on, but I also heard like this could be someone who's like being really hard on themselves and they need to take a lighter approach. I feel like someone is pregnant or is going to get pregnant, or like if or when this happens, it's like so excited that they're pregnant, and then it's like the aftermath of like, how the fuck are we gonna afford this? There's a lot of expenses here. This could be medical expenses because you tried to get pregnant, or maybe someone unfortunately is doesn't have really great health. Someone could be in a bad mood because they're not feeling well. Someone who's usually really loving and warm. The Tower reversed. I saw a funny meme yesterday. It was it's from The Office. It was Dwight and oh, her name's on the tip of my tongue. The crazy blonde with the cats. Oh. Dwight and... oh, she's a bitch, whatever. But it's the scene where, like, they're at a bar at a party, and Dwight is, like, having a good time, and then the next scene is, I want to say Jessica, but I don't think that's it. She comes up and grabs his arm, and he goes like this, and the meme is like, it's supposed to be like someone coming up and ruining like whatever you're doing or whatever, but he it was like the first one of Dwight like still partying was tarot readers when they see the death card, like knowing the real meaning, and then it was like, I keep wanting to say Jan too, and I know that's not Jan. When the blonde comes up and takes Dwight's arm, that meme of him recoiling, it said tarot readers who, when they see the Tower card. And I thought of that because I just went, oh, the Tower reversed. This bitch been around. Knight of Wands at the bottom. I see someone going around and destroying things. This looks like a miserable person who's like needs a life. That's what I'm hearing. And is like just going around and producing problems where they go. Saying things, not nice things. Devil reverse, it's Capricorn energy. The Tower is Scorpio and Aries energy. 7 of Wands again, so 2 sevens here. There could be someone who gambles or likes to gamble. Queen of Swords reversed. That's air energy. Page of Swords reversed. More air energy. So you could be dealing with someone who has a lot of air in their chart. Another, oh no, this is 6. The 7th month is July, right? So someone could be born July 7th. Someone could be born 77. And July would go along with this summer card here. So you could be dealing with someone who, and with that air sign, it could be a Gemini born in the summer. Okay. I feel like there was something that finally, an ending that needed to happen. This could be job. It could be a job. I'm heavily getting some sort of relationship, family situation, something where it had been on fire. It wasn't working. It wasn't a good match for a while. Oops, sorry. It wasn't a good match for a while. What didn't I say? Someone kept coming in and saying things like hurting people, or saying things and like just adding fuel onto this fire as the tower was going down. But it was like this person wasn't just letting it die. They had to like worsen it as it was ending. This could have been like a month-long ending, or like you put in your 2 weeks, or you broke up with someone and like they were moving out, but they're not moving out until the 1st of the next month. So you're in the same living situation still. Someone like went out of their way to add fuel to the fire. They did it smugly. Things that you didn't know about, Pisces, were either done behind your back or were said about you if you were the person that was walking away or ending this. But I feel like someone was like obsessed with sticking it to the other, and I'm hearing like make them pay. I'm gonna make them pay. The funny thing is, I don't see any pentacles here. Someone could have come into a situation where money was needed kind of pronto. I'm hearing like someone needed to go get water to put out the fire, the fires that someone was creating unnecessarily. She has added fuel to the fire of a building that was already ending. It was already over. It was already ending and going down. So what's the point of this female going and throwing more shade on the person, saying shit about the person, doing things in that time period where the tower was ending and she's throwing fuel on the fire? The throwing of the fuel is figurative for like the things, obviously, that she was doing. The talking shit, saying things to the person. She could have been doing stuff at the job or in the house that she was still in, worsening the situation unnecessarily. Scorpio and Aries energy, because this is, to me, someone who has lost, is losing. I'm hearing is a loser because they're a hater out there. Was losing and like could not stand to lose. You know what's so funny is I was in a Gemini Cancer cusp reading yesterday, and it was like throwing the game to make sure you don't win. They just don't want to see you win. And I'm getting that energy here. If someone like, yeah, even though this is over and I'm good and I'm moving forward, I'm still gonna like make you pay. I don't get like make you pay. This is very ego. Someone really wanted to hurt another person's heart, and I think this person's heart was just too strong. I feel like that fucking dog. These two people were either partners. This could have been a partnership. 7 and 7. It was equal, though. But I feel like there is someone here who kept trying to stab at someone's heart by figuratively throwing fuel on a fire, and someone completely rose above it, had their back to this the entire time, had a strong enough heart that all the things that were being thrown at the heart didn't affect the heart, and rose above it. This is someone who had to defend themselves, who had to make a strong boundary, whether they communicated it or not, but put up a boundary to no longer communicate with someone, turned their back, and was very sharp with that ending. I feel like things have either gotten better, maybe this happened a while ago and this summer things have gotten better, but I think it's gone from a queen to a page because maybe some communication has started to happen again. I'm feeling like someone is not as defensive. Maybe someone where there used to be cutting conversations, or like someone had said like, I'm never fucking talking to this person ever again. Now they're like a little looser. Maybe they'll be like, oh, how's so-and-so going? Or like, I don't know, like they'll mention them. But this is after the Tower. I also feel like there is someone here who was acting very immature. This could be the person who has continued to throw fuel on the fire. I think they were acting very, very immature, and they knew that they were, or like, yeah, they were conniving. And I feel like there is someone here who knows exactly, like that queen is staring at that page. She knows exactly what that page has said and done. But I feel like I'm hearing tight-lipped. Someone is saying tight-lipped about it. Because her eyes have that red mark to it, so it's the same person as this. Someone tried real fucking hard to get under the skin of the other person to hurt their heart. These are mean things that are being said. I'm also getting a like, how dare you leave me vibe. Like, how dare you not stay here and keep the Tower together? It's the fucking Tower. It's meant to fall apart. And it's like, once it started to fall apart, someone was like, bullshit that it was falling apart, even though it's like, this is meant to fall apart. It's not meant to last forever. King of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Wands. I want to say it's a job. I feel like if this is a job, okay, maybe your job, okay, this is going to be a pretty long story, but here we go. Maybe you took a job, or you were in a company or working for someone where it was obvious that they were losing money and it wasn't working. The business wasn't working, the group wasn't working, the mission statement wasn't working. I feel like someone didn't want to acknowledge it. Maybe this was a great opportunity for them. This was something where they felt really strong and established. But I feel like even they're like holding on to something that wasn't fruitful, wasn't right to pick. This wasn't, it's like they fell in love with the idea of it and didn't want to acknowledge that it wasn't actually working. So while the tower is going down and things are getting worse and people are trying to save themselves and take care of themselves, this person is still like hammering another about like, what are they doing? What's going on? What have you done? When it's like, because this is the Seven of Swords, the same card as this one. Throwing fuel on that fire. Yeah. Someone was like sneakily throwing fuel on the fire while the Queen of Wands was still upright, holding her own, keeping her mouth shut. While this Seven of Swords was saying and doing things as they were throwing things on the tower. Heavy, this was a home or this was a job, like, again, like putting in your 2 weeks and then just like blowing the place up, like Office Space shit. While your boss is still saying like, well, why haven't you done this? You're really good at that, so why are your numbers low? 'Cause the fucking business is going down. The tower reverse. You need to let this shit go. I feel like I'm hearing someone saw a situation much more logically for what it was. Maybe someone has been through this before. I'm hearing like maybe this wasn't your first breakup and like the first time you've ended a relationship and someone's moved out and you knew it would be a little awkward and weird for a month or so, but this is like or like if you put in your 2 weeks, you knew it would be a little awkward. But I feel like as soon as you put in or showed that you were not bothered by this tower, or the tower wasn't affecting you because you were moving on, maybe because you've seen this before, that Judgment card, you've been through this before, you knew what was going to happen, you knew this was a tower, you knew this was going to be a tower moment, so you rode the freaking wave accordingly, and that's why you were able to like prepare yourself, protect your heart, rise above, set a boundary and rise above. And this is the person who was throwing gas on the fire. It was like bullshit that you rose above and are leaving what is, is a situation where there's not anything that's going to come from it. This could be ending a relationship. This could be ending of telling a boss you're leaving, and your boss is like, well, why are you leaving? 'Cause the fucking business is going down. I feel it, and this is the person who's like, why are you leaving? Because the business is going. Well, we just need you to work a little harder. Can you take more clients? Can you, well, we can do this. We just need you to be able to put in your own money and work and use your own supplies. Can you do that? We need you. And it's like someone being like, but the place is on fire. Like, our relationship is going down. It hasn't worked. And someone saying, yes, it can. We just have to work on things. It's like, nah, we're beyond that. I feel like I'm hearing like someone has been trying to manifest a separation. Someone did not want to separate. Maybe they had things way too good while they were in, like you were doing way too much for them, Pisces, and this is why they are clinging on to you and don't want you to leave. King of Swords. So the King of Swords is now below the Queen of Swords reversed, the Sun reversed, the Knight of Swords reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed. I feel like there's someone here who's like really butthurt and like taking it very personally, that you have set a boundary and that you are kind of like choosing yourself. I feel like this person fumbled you. They didn't either it's like they didn't value you enough. They didn't you didn't feel valued by this person, and it wouldn't have taken much. It wouldn't have cost them a dime to pick up the phone on like a Saturday afternoon, or if they live with you, to just say, you know, I know times have been tough. I know you've been putting in so much. I know we're in a tower, but like I just want you to know that like I really appreciate you and all that you've done. This person instead was like, why aren't you doing more? Instead of acknowledging what was happening around them. I'm getting a feeling like this is someone who doesn't want to acknowledge or admit their faults, or like if you complained that like wow, this is like a real asshole. Because I'm hearing someone say like, everything will be equal, we'll do everything equally. And then when you notice you're doing a little bit more and things aren't working and you're asking help to keep the tower up, and they're like, well, you could just do a little bit more around here to keep things going. And like, oh, you're saying something about my dishes? Just don't look at them. Like, that's not the answer, and that's not making things equal. And I feel like someone is so pissed off that the other person has a boundary, has set a boundary, has cut them off to emotions and hit the road, Jack. This could be a Leo. I see Taurus here too. Where are we at? 28 minutes. Someone is like mad that someone is choosing themselves and walking away, and it's so crazy. This could be the hater, like hating because you're choosing yourself, choosing what's best for you, choosing to put out the motherfucking tower. And by taking care of yourself or choosing like love, you are walking away from that tower moment and this person or situation. Yeah, there you go. And in turn, it's making someone else like loosen up and bring down their guard. They used to be a hard-ass Queen of Swords. Now they're no longer dealing with someone they got to go toe-to-toe with. Now they can relax a little and be a page. This is exactly the card we began with. I see someone sitting tall, smiling, knowing their worth, being a queen who's cut off a childish energy, who is a right fighter. They fight to be right because that makes them feel good. And this person was not victorious. This is the person who kept trying to throw more work on your plate, made things living together way worse than it needed to be, because they wanted to win and they wanted to stick it to the other person, and they didn't. This is very, I'm hearing like an energy of like I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say and do bounces off of me and sticks to you. Like, someone tried to like bring down or what did I say in this beginning? Saying and doing things on purpose that were unnecessarily mean, trying to hurt the other person, and it didn't work. Someone here has a very strong heart. It didn't work. Maybe trying to guilt you into staying in a place where it's like, why would I stay in this tower? It's not working. I'm doing what's best for me, and what's best for me is to take some lifeline out of this tower. I really think that Ace of Cups is choosing yourself. This is someone who tried to maybe even bully you into, as I said, that cards came out, bully you into staying in a situation that obviously wasn't working, but you have a strong enough resolve where you're like, no, I'm not getting paid enough for this. I don't get enough from you for this. I'm losing money by living with you. Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands. I feel like, Pisces, there were things that were said and done behind your back that you don't know about, or this was whomever this relates to. Someone, there were things, sabotaging, I'm hearing. Sabotaging being said and done. Trying to keep you there, or not wanting you to move on, not wanting you to have options. This is so bizarre. Someone is super afraid of being alone. They are super afraid of being alone. They do not want to let go. And, you know, remember that Ten of Wands I showed in the beginning? Well, not the beginning, but a couple cards ago with, I think it's the Seven of Swords, and I was saying, like, this is the person where you're like, it's the tower, this isn't working, you need to move on, I need to move on, and they're like, no, you just have to work a little bit harder, you just have to do some more for it to work. You finally, like, separate yourself from them, and they're stuck with all the work that they tried to throw on you, all the baggage they tried to throw on you. I feel like this person left it so that they had like one responsibility and you had all the other shit to take care of. And Pisces, you were like, there's so much more in my life, there's so much more I could do. This person is trying to keep me tethered here like that snake around the waist, but realizing like this isn't it for me. This is not it for me. Cutting those ties. Maybe you had someone in your life saying like, you can do better than this. Someone could have come along and been like, you can do better than this. And you were like, you know what? I fucking can. And the Tower is here again upright because someone hits the road. Chooses themselves. Says hasta la vista. And goes off by themselves. If this isn't a job, it's heavily like a relationship. I'm seeing like someone like housework, like one person has to like take out the trash and like the rest vacuuming, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the bathroom, preparing the trash to go out, taking the recycling out, giving the kids a bath, cooking dinner. That was all left for one person. And when this separation happens, I think someone starts to realize like, oh shit, this person did a lot for me, or starts thinking like, oh shit, I put a lot on that person's plate. Because this is a worn out motherfucker. Did everything he could in the Modern Witch to keep those 10 of Wands afloat as he was carrying them. And then when I'm hearing like you push enough people away from you, you're now left with all the work. And this person has... It's like they did not want this tower to officially... Because we've seen the tower 3 fucking times now. It's almost like they didn't want this to happen because they knew all the work that they had put on you, Pisces, or they knew all the work that would then become theirs. I think that's what I'm going to title this. Because you were not getting enough out of this situation. It's like it wasn't worth it for you. All right, Pisces. If this resonated, please make sure you like and leave a comment because I don't have any Pisces in my chart. Feel free to email me about a personal reading, and your donations are graciously appreciated. Check out the other signs in your chart. I'll see you next time. Bye.